Hello everybody, it's a new video tonight. What I'm gonna do tonight is gonna do a bit of a podcast type video. As you can see, it's Star Wars Battlefront, so I'm gonna be talking about Star Wars toys, Star Wars vintage toys. A bit about history of my collecting, about me, all about me, boy. Tonight, yeah, I'm gonna talk about the collector community, a bit about repro and about some of the new things that are coming out as well. So it's not just vintage, but I will start off in saying that I have been a collector since 1978. I first saw Star Wars 1978 February for my birthday when I was 8 years old. Just turned 8. I might get a bit distracted because I'm actually playing Battlefront, but it's probably not the best time to be playing, but I won't take it to us. I hate this level anyway. So yeah, just a bit about me. I got my first figure, I think at about 8, probably by being about 8 years old, and it was Darth Vader. I still remember going to town with my mum, buying it. I'm sure she bought it on the market or at JMB's store. I remember that vividly. It's funny though what you remember. And going home and listening to the Star Wars radio drama on the BBC. That's Saturday afternoon. It's weird what you remember, isn't it? What killed me there? Oh, Melly. Yeah, I'm not concentrating on either. But yeah, hopefully you like this type of podcast. I am going to start doing my own podcast again, talking about Star Wars toys. I might talk about other toys as well. My old podcast was daily. Now I don't know if I'll be able to do a daily one. I would like to, like a 15-minute daily update on Star Wars news. Star Wars toy news. What's coming out? If I don't know if you listened to my old podcast, which was the TSW Toy Box, Talk Star Wars Toy Box. I enjoy doing that every day, and this is gonna be off my own back this time. Oh, didn't even see him. And I am trying to find an RSS feed to sort that out, so I'll still be doing the videos as well. I might do the videos as podcast videos too. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Sentry guns online. I never didn't it? Right, so 1978, I've got my first figure, as I said. I started collecting them. Not too much. I don't think I saw Empire Strikes Back when it first came out. I think I saw Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back together maybe about 6 months after. I don't know what the reason that was for. But there was a lot of, I think I was a lot into Star Trek as well. So it could have been to do with that. I don't know to be honest with you. It's like the... Oh my god. Oh, I don't know. I hate this level, as I say. I don't know what the reason was, but I really didn't get into Star Wars figure collecting until 82, 83 when Return of the Jedi came out. Again... Oh, Battle Club, wasn't it? Again, there was a lot of toys to collect in the 80s. It wasn't really collecting, it was playing, wasn't it? But it wasn't there wasn't such a thing as collecting back then. Not that a young kid probably does collect. Why hasn't he done that working? Especially when you're about 10 years old. You're not collecting. You're getting stuff to play with. I mean, I did want to get every Star Wars character, obviously, and I ripped them off the packages and played with them. I never lost the guns, to be honest with you, because I kept them in a matchbox. So that didn't. I mean, I wish I still had them. It'd be worth a fortune now. If you know me, I used to have a vintage toy shop, and the amount of people that used to come in, oh, I used to have that. Every time somebody said that, I had £1 for every time somebody said that, I'd be a millionaire now. I still got my toy business. I sell online, I sell on eBay, and I buy and sell vintage toys. But it was a big line for me. 2015 I started, 2015 I started online. I got my own shop 2016. But I'll talk about that some other time. It's just about what actually close on me. It's just about what got me into collecting, really. I just love Star Wars. Ooh. I just love Star Wars. I actually started collecting the comics, and I've still got my first #1 issue. I've got it in a frame on the wall. I will talk about the history of Kenner and Palitoy in forthcoming podcasts, in my new podcast that I'm going to bring out. But for today, I'm just going to talk about my collection. I haven't got any at the moment. I did collect all the loose again, but I sold them. I had to sell them, unfortunately. I'm going to start again, and I'll be doing videos on each one I buy. I've currently got a collection of Black Series that are signed by Carrie Fisher, and Pete Neal, Kenny Baker, Anthony Daniels. I would love Mark Hamill's. Obviously, Harrison Ford I'll never get, but Mark Hamill's I was very close to getting. I queued 3 days to get it, but I never got it. I would love for him to sign my Luke figure. That's it, we're lost. But as a vintage collector, it's all going to start again. I'm not going to be a trader this time, so I'm going to collect. The things that used to go out of the shop, it used to make me cry, to be honest with you. People coming from all over the country to buy me vintage Star Wars stuff. I know one guy came down from Newcastle, and he bought a boxed AT-AT and a boxed Slave 1. I hated it. I hated anything getting sold. Ahsoka Black Series, anything, you name it, that went. Yeah, I was there to make money and make good business. I still am, but I mean, I've got a lot of stuff now that I could do with selling. I've got a 6-foot Darth Vader here that I built myself, and I could do with selling. I've got a Hoth Lego scene with a AT-AT and a snow speeder. I could do with selling that. You know, that's probably why I'm not a very good businessman. I want to keep it, but I'll go on to Repro now. Repro, there seems to be, it's always been a big thing. repro in the collector community. Now, any other toy, product, anything you want to think about, if you can make something just as good that looks the same, does the same, it would be acceptable. Except in the Star Wars collecting community, vintage Star Wars collecting community. I'm not having a go at collectors because I am a collector myself, and I really don't understand why you should not have repro. That's just basically it. But it's just something that's just in the Star Wars collecting community. That's it. That's the only place where repro is not accepted. I don't understand it, because if a repro weapon makes a proper weapon price go up. If you think about it, if there weren't any repro weapons, you wouldn't have to worry about is it real or not.
We'll have to try something else.
I don't know if the price will be cheap. I think the price will be cheaper actually. But the collector community is it's not. It's 99% friendly.
We're on track. Keep at it.
People do help each other out on the majority thing, but it doesn't seem to like newbies for some reason. Newbies don't. Are not accepted. The newbie mistakes.
Professionalism wins out every time.
And mistakes that are acceptable in the collector community. It's not good really. I do feel sorry for new collectors, young lads who just want to collect vintage Star Wars. It's a matter of knowing your repro. That is the main thing. Just you have to read up and know if you're buying repro weapons. That is the main thing about collecting Star Wars. Knowing your weapons. You have to research. Research. I would suggest you buy, if you're starting collecting Star Wars figures, buy the books, check the websites. Imperial Gunnery is probably the best place. For the weapons. Facebook communities, as I say, are generally good. Echo Base, they do a lot of charity. There's Echo Live, which I've been to a few times. I've had a stall there with this podcast. I love it. But that can be harsh sometimes and ban people for silly mistakes. And as I said, repro is very frowned upon. So just be careful if you are going to the collector community and want to collect Star Wars. Having said that, it's a great hobby. The main thing about collecting, there are rules. Obviously, no repro. If you are enjoying it, fair enough. You need to enjoy it. It's a hobby. You need to enjoy it. Don't spend all your money at once. Take your time. Be patient. That's the one thing you need to do. Have patience, because they'll still be there. You don't have to buy everything at once. The figures will still be there. if they're a good price, there's no shame in buying that. It's a really good price. Just don't max your credit card out just for the sake of owning everything. Something will come up. As I said, it's a hobby. Enjoy it. That's a new weapon. Electric weapon. Oh. It's triple XP, look at it. I've leveled up twice already today. So yeah, collecting is brilliant. Collecting Star Wars, but you've got to research, not spend all your money. Be patient. Learn patience. That's what you need to do. Listen to Uncle Yoda. It's collecting any collection, I'd say the same. But with Star Wars, it's special. And why we collect? Why do we collect? I've nailed it down to nostalgia. Remembering, like my Darth Vader. My Darth Vader. I'd love to have that again. To have that feeling of opening that box for the first time again. And every time I look at that figure, I have that feeling. But to have it on the card back again would be immense. I would love that. I would love it. And it's maybe I'm gonna go look into. I do want to buy a carded figure. I've been looking at resales, which again is not something that's 100% acceptable in the community. You've got to know what's acceptable and what's not. It's not your own choice. It is horrendous, really. You should be able to collect what you want, but it's not. You set rules. People say, oh, it's repo, I'm not going to sell it, blah blah blah. Yeah, but you're still buying it. It's like saying, oh, I'm going to buy some drugs. I'm not going to sell them. I'm keeping them myself. I know it's not, it's totally different, but it's like that. You are buying something that shouldn't be sold. Oh, 41 now. Yes, get in. Victory. So, talking about repro, I just want to mention about this thing that Hasbro are doing under the name of Kenner. I know they do on the Kenner name. I've been wondering who owns Palatoy, the Palatoy name. I'm going to have to look that up, because I would like to see these figures under a Palatoy card back as well as the Kenner one. I'm not 100% on these retro figures that Hasbro are bringing out. The Tarkin, yes. Why not bring out the figures that they should have brought out? The X-Wing pilots, Biggs, Wedge, Parkins even. Bring out the Rebel Commando, Rebel Fleet Trooper, whatever they call him. Bring that out. Han Solo Stormtrooper. The figures that they didn't bring out, they obviously brought the Tarkin out. And then there's Slave Leia. Why not bring that out? I know they're not going to, which is stupid. But with the vintage Jabba the Hutt playset, you had a chain for a figure. So they were going to bring it out. Either that or ruler. And they didn't bring either out. I'll bring both out. So the Repro, not the Repro, they are Repro, it's the Repro collection. They say the weapons aren't exactly the same, and they've got certain things on them. I don't know. I'm not entirely 100% on these. As I've said before, the Hasbro, I've just got too many different figures.
First order touching down now. Prepare for attack.
Different figure scales. They've got the 6-inch, they've got the 3 3/4 inch. Hey, they're just bringing out. Just concentrate on 2 or 3 lines. Stop bringing out different lines.
We're overwhelming them. Keep up the pressure.
I am going to buy. Saying that, I am going to buy the retro collection. £56 for the lot is not bad. I'll probably review them on YouTube and on my podcast. That's a bird. I want to do the reviews again. Hasbro kindly used to send me things out, and I'm hoping that they will do again, because I love getting the free stuff and reviewing them. Really not playing as well as I should, because I'm concentrating on talking as well as playing. It's not easy. It's not too bad when I'm playing Red Dead Redemption. I can talk when I'm doing that, but this is totally different. Where's no? Where's everybody? Oh, there we go. You got triple XP, so I want to really. Yeah, it's the retro collection. That Tarkin looks alright in the Escape from the Death Star game. I used to have that. It was a good game actually. I don't know if I want to buy it again. I will buy it because of the Tarkin figure. I might buy 2, one to keep locked up and one to open. Shot him in there, killed him. Hey! So Hasbro really need to cut that. They just got too many eggs. Not in one basket, is that the thing? Not keeping all that eggs in one basket there, that's it. I know what I meant. So yeah, I need to look up Palatine. See if anybody owns that name, because it was a licensee of Star Wars that was from Kenny, so it's Kenny don't own it, Hasbro don't own it. Because there have been action men come out. Under the Palatine name. So somebody must own that Palatine name, so... I'm just wondering how. So yes, if you did listen to my podcast and know what I used to do, Mondays I used to do a Star Wars tracker, which Jared looks after, and he does a really good job there. He does a really good job. He lists all the Star Wars items sold or vintage Star Wars items sold, which is a thankless job. How's that? It's a really thankless job. But he puts some effort into that. So I used to read that out. I used to get the emails every Sunday, so I used to just read that out on a Monday morning. Tuesdays was how to collect. I used to give you tips on collecting Star Wars. Not that I'm the total expert, but it was just like for a beginner's guide, really. I know I used to get better collectors than me. I know a few collectors. Most collectors are better than me at the moment, to be honest with you. Why are you showing up? Wednesday I had the review. As I say, Hasbros sending me care packages, and I do a nice little review on each thing they sent me, or anything that I used to buy. Thursday we did the topic. I did the topic of the week or the day or whatever. Sometimes do an interview. Sometimes an interview on a Friday. The Friday was usually the top 5. So like the top 5 ugliest figures or whatever. Or the top 5 play sets, whatever. I used to do the events on a Friday. If there was toy fairs or Comic Cons coming up, I'd mention them. And obviously every day I used to do the news. What toys were coming out, what games. I would like to know if anybody knows about the board games, because I'm thinking about starting collecting a board game. You know, when they're high-end ones like Armada or Legion, and I just want to know which is the best one to start. So I don't want to be spending £80–90 on a game and not liking it. So just need a bit of advice if anybody knows. I'd like to get you on the podcast, to be honest with you, and we can talk about it.
further
Oh
reinforcements from the
yes, I
scanner.
think I got him, didn't I, before he killed me. Yeah, if anybody knows anything about the board games, I'll get you on the podcast and we can review and I can ask you a few questions about it. As well as doing the podcast, I'm writing a book about my life in toys, not just Star Wars, all toys. All the toys I used to get, all the toys I used to have, Action Man, $6 Million Man, Stretch Armstrong, A-Team, Ghostbusters, anything you can. Oh, electronic games. I used to love my electronic games. Board games, anything. Anything that shaped my childhood, I'm going to put in a book. I might do with the podcast version of it as well, but the book's coming on pretty well. I'm waiting to get my Mac so I can write it all out. Well, type it all out and hopefully get somebody to publish it, or maybe publish it myself. Excuse me. So if anybody is interested in collecting Star Wars, they want to listen to my podcast, or there's anything they need to ask, put it in the comments, or you can contact me on blueharvesttoys@gmail.com. That's Blue Harvest Toys, all one word, @gmail.com. As well, if you want to be on the podcast when it comes out, I'll be doing more of these podcast style videos up to the launch of my new podcast. But until then,
Grenade out!
oh, stormtroopers about. Good hell. So until then, I'll let you go. And just keep watching. Subscribe to this channel and you'll learn all about my new podcast. I'll probably keep you up to date on toys that are coming out as well. To be honest with you, I need to keep up to date myself. But a bit behind on the modern. Need to know which Black Series are coming out, and it seems to be the Repro. I keep saying Repro. The Retro collection. And I will let you know all about it. So until then, keep watching.